Hi, good morning. Well, today is the day of the spring equinox, so it's a very special day here, really actually everywhere on the planet. So when I woke up, I picked my angel card, and today is clarity. So we're going to use the clarity of this angel to guide us today. I think it's just such a special time for all of us on the planet as we change and as the light begins to emerge stronger and actually more intense as we move into these new times. And the equinox is a perfect marker of time. So we're gonna go this morning. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Findhorn Beach. And then we're gonna go to Findhorn, the community, the eco village in Findhorn. So let's go. I gotta go get my sunglasses. So we're walking on the walkway, and right over here in this pathway is the ocean. Let's go. Listen. Sea by the sea. Can you hear that? Come on, Lucy. It's like the ocean brings clarity. It's a time to just let yourself just clear out whatever's in your mind and your heart. And clarity is the perfect angel to be with us today on this day of the equinox. Beautiful. And this is Findhorn Bay. There's a little spot here where they have binoculars where you can look out into the sea. This is the entrance to Findhorn Village. So this is the village of Findhorn. This is not where Findhorn Foundation is, but this is the coast. And you can see where we were before. There's that point out there where the seals were. It's gotten a little bit cloudy because we were visiting for a while. Good morning. This is our second day. Yesterday was the equinox and today is the full moon. So we still have the angel of clarity that's going to be with us today on our little visit here to the Findhorn Eco Village. But where we were yesterday, this was the ocean and the bay. So now we're at the other part of the bay, and we're gonna go across the street to the eco village. So Lucy's gonna tell us a little bit about the grouse.
So as we come up here, this is where the gorse is, and it's yellow in colour, as you can see. I'll just bring you in, and it starts to bloom sort of usually in full bloom more for March and April, but it's actually comes out often after January and February up here, and it smells of coconut. And the Findhorn flower essences make a flower essence out of it, and it's got the most gorgeous smell. Particularly when the sun hits it, you get the lovely coconut. But this is the gorse. It's very spiky.
So now we're gonna go across the street to the eco village. Come on, come with me. Here we are. We're at the Park Eco Village of Findhorn. So this is the original spot where Findhorn Foundation began. So we're going to take you on a journey today, and I'm so excited to show you this magical place. Come on, let's go. This is a little restaurant here at the park. It's called La Bohemia. Here's the Phoenix shop, which is the little grocery store for the entire park. So here's the map of the village, and it's got markers of all the sites and labels for every place here at the park. Well, this used to be an old-fashioned telephone booth, and now it's a book exchange library. Right here is the Eco Village Visitor Center, a place where people can sit and wait, and then there's gardens in the back. This is the youth building where they have gatherings. There's a park in front of it where they have swing sets and such. So I want to show you some of these structures of these housing for any of you who are really interested in architecture. It's really fascinating. There's a lot of rounded buildings and gardens. Yeah, I call them, they're like little hobbit houses. And then here is the Murray Art Center. Here's another house that's has rounded walls in the exterior. So we're gonna walk into a place called the Field of Dreams. This is actually the back of the Murray Art Center. So here's one of the houses at the Field of Dreams. Here's another one. And this is my friend Sylvia. She just arrived back from Africa for the visit. And this is her house. It's built like a beehive. It's awesome. Here's another house with plenty of gardens that are in process. And next door is the Rainbow Lodge, which is another bed and breakfast place. So this is the Field of Dreams from this angle.
So here we've got a house that's made of straw bales, and you'll see its walls aren't completely flat. They're like curved and smooth because of it.
This is a place where it's a boutique, where you just come in, you can leave clothes, drop them off, and then come and get something new. We don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. So this is a place in the park where, like, when people have younger children, there's someone that will come here and care for the children, and a little sandbox. And then over there, that's the park garden offices, but nice little playground. So here's the original park pottery at Findhorn. So a lot of the residents that are here are potters. There's some people that have been here for 60 years and are potters. It's a great community spot. People love it. Here's a weaving studio, another place where people gather and create. So now we're approaching the barrel houses, which are made out of whiskey barrels. So this is all oak. They're oak barrels. And then here's another one where, you know, many people use their bikes here. It's a great form of transportation because things are rather close. Like I said, Forest is like 4 miles from here. So here's another barrel house. Here's just a lovely private garden here. So here's the Findhorn water garden.
Ring out bells of Norwich and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know.
Let's sing that verse again.
Loud are the bells of Norwich and the people come and go. Here by the Tower of Julian I tell you what I know. Ring out the bells of Norwich and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. Ring out the bells of Norwich and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know.
There are many places here where people sit, have a fire, and gather and chat. What's this sign here? So here's some more eco housing.
Termine Domino, Gloriam bonus, termine Domino, Hallelujah.
The outdoor xylophone. I love this. Your parents build one of these for you in your backyard. They're a blast. Okay, this is some of the offices. This is the Findhorn Hive. And then over here, this is the Trees for Life, an organization where they plant trees all over Scotland. So these are private homes here. This is some of the housing. They're pretty much, some are studios, some are one bedrooms, but everyone has a garden. This is a little park area. There's like a frog pond, place to sit, place to have a fire. There's lots of places like this all over the park for people to gather and to have a fire and be outside. This is Cullerin Garden. There's a pond here. So here they're preparing all the vegetables to grow, plant. Now we're approaching the sound chamber in Universal Hall. So this is the sound chamber that was built really during COVID. It started before COVID. And so for Taizé, we come here and sing outside when it's nice. And during COVID, we came outside and just kept a distance apart. So this is the sound chamber. And then this is a place where we have our books and our cushions. See, our little storage space. There's the Taizé books. So everyone comes and sits on each level. sometimes in the center they have flowers, and they take donations from people. I actually helped participate building this. I brought a lot of the dirt in when we were filling up all of the levels to sit down on.
Santo, Santo, mi corazón te adora, mi corazón te salva.
Here's a place to sit right here. So you could sit up here and listen to people sing if you didn't want to participate. All the prayer flags. And then we're gonna move over to Universal Hall, where all the events are held. This is the way out. So this is Universal Hall. And this is actually a phoenix. So this is the Phoenix Cafe where people meet and have coffee. Again, these are mosaics that have been here for just such a long time, since they built this, which I think was in the 70s. And here there's always an angelic influence, and these are the angel wings of the hall. But it's fabulous, right? All the stained glass.
All I ask of you, love one another as I have loved you. All I ask of you, love one another.
So from up here you can see the Universal Hall. So this is where I usually sit and meditate. It's beautiful. Lucy and I have been walking and talking and taking photos, and right now we're at the original garden. So I'm going to show you the place where the caddies who started this community lived with their 3 children. They lived in a caravan or a trailer. And so we're just going to walk into the original garden. This is where they grew 10-foot cabbages, and where really Findhorn was incubated. This is where it began. So I love these. I just want you to really look at these fencing right here. It says listen. And you can see just, you know, the creativity of using everything from the earth in such a natural way. So this was their home. This is where they lived, 3 children and 2 parents. And then this is where they started growing all their fruits and vegetables. And this is where where the story of Findhorn began, where Dorothy McLean, who was a friend from Canada, had sort of felt this connection to the nature spirits and was able to communicate with how to grow things, when to grow things, and this was all sand, and how they just grew these incredible vegetables, being able to sort of support the community. So they had like a council, see where they sat, and all these benches, and then over here is this beautiful water fountain. But there is a statue of Peter Caddy's head. Did you ever see that, Lucy?
No, I've never seen that.
Yep.
Ooh, let's see if I can film it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
So right over here is a little meditation hut where people would just come here and sit and, yeah, and just meditate. So go this way. So this is the original garden fence. It says original garden, be still and know. So this is the area where the community center was, and what this is right here is this is a walking spiral. Now children, this is something you could build in your backyard with your parents if you would like to do that. And then everybody in the community, or many people in the community who felt so guided, would paint different stones and take them and drop them and place them. There's the entrance. Yeah. So we're taking a walk over to the nature sanctuary. This is a place where they have usually like a fire for the solstice, and I'm imagining this is where the fire will be for the equinox and the new moon. But this is the fire pit. And so this is park garden, so this is where they have all the supplies, where they take care of all the gardening here in the park. I wanted to show you this house, this door. Look, it's a tree. During the solstice, when they had an outdoor spiral, they didn't quite have a spiral. So especially during COVID, all this was lit with lanterns. Everyone had angel rocks they could pick up and choose. But this is the nature sanctuary. This is so magical. Look at the roof. And a lot of the roofs here have plants growing on them. You can see there's a lot of heather. So this is the nature sanctuary. There's the light from the ceiling. And this is used a lot. So this is our end of our visit here to the Findhorn Eco Village. And it seems like the most appropriate place to end is inside of the nature sanctuary. And so I feel inspired for myself to have clarity in my life, and I feel inspired for all of you to access the clarity in your life. So may we all just be in this energy of the equinox, the new moon, and a time of change and of the returning of the light. So blessings be to you all. I love you and I miss you. Bye-bye.